Hi guys, and what we're going to be doing now today in this video is that we're going to be getting input from the user, receiving key input. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to say I want to say primary stage dot set on key press. Oh, okay, no, it's not on the primary stage. It's on the root scene. Before we add the scene, so I'm going to say key input. So there's basically three types of key input events. So there's key pressed, key released, and key type. So we're just going to be dealing with the key pressed and key released. So what we're going to be saying is going to be saying scene.set and key pressed event handler. It's going to say new event handler key event. Then I'm just going to do this. Public void handle. Oh yeah, we need to implement our abstract method. We need to implement our abstract methods. And the public void handle. So basically, what we're trying to do here, what we're going to be doing here is just going to be detecting if a key is pressed. So I'm going to say, key event. We're just going to display the event. Event dot get key, the get code the toString. No, in fact, yeah, let's just leave it like that. Oh, we're already at the bottom, so let me just go here. If I press, so I pressed the F, comes in F. I'm gonna press a G right now, a G, a Y, a T, a O, all the keys in the alphabet. Yeah, digit 1. If I press 5, it's gonna say digit 5, digit 3, and whatever. So what I also wanna do is a similar one, but no, let me just not copy and paste. Let me set on key released. Key released. Yeah, let me go there and then say new key event. No, not new key event, new event handler. And then I'm going to create the curly brackets. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to implement abstract methods. And then I'm just going to say this. So right now I'm going to press and hold E. So I've pressed and hold E, nothing's displaying. If I let go, it's going to display. I'm going to press and hold Y, nothing's displaying. When I let go, I'm going to use Y. So yeah. So that's basically key input for you. And now what we're gonna do is just gonna create Boolean variables to specify if we're gonna be pressing the W or the A or the D. Not abstract, static Boolean. Yeah. A, and then we're gonna have a D. I'm gonna set it equals to false. Equals to false. Why am I using A and D? It's because that's what we're going to be using to navigate. You can actually change the keys. You can use left and the arrow right, or whatever keys you want. So yeah, let's go. And then what we're going to be doing, we're going to be basically detecting a key press. So how do we do that? We're going to say if event dot get code is equal to key event dot code let's go with A. I want to say, let me not call it A, let me just go with left and right. Yeah, left, D is right. I'm going to say left equals to true, because that's what we're going to be using to move the board or the pedal left and right. And if event dot get code code equals to key event dot d, no, key code dot d. What happened? Why is it inside the key code dot d? I'm going to say right equals to true. And for the same here, and if we let go or if we release the keys, I'm gonna set them equals to false. I'm gonna basically be saying, okay, we're not going left anymore. My spelling today is bad. Okay. Now since they're static, I can just say break. So inside the main application, inside the tick method, I can basically just say, let me just remove all of this. Now let me just leave it there. Then inside here, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say if breaker.left. Let's say it's out left. Display system.println left. Left. So when I make a variable static, it means I can access it without actually having to create an object from it. So yeah, I'm gonna go brick breaker to left. So yeah, so we're just gonna test if the A is working. When I press A, it's gonna go okay. We're going left. Good. Now let's say if I wanted this thing to track the oval to track my movements, I'm gonna create an X variable as well. Int X equals to 0, int X equals to 0. Yeah, X equals to 0. And then instead of saying X plus plus, I'm just gonna say if it's left, we're gonna say X minus minus, and if right, I'm gonna say Y plus plus. Damn it, if right, F dot right, I'm gonna say X plus plus. Damn it, I actually don't. Yeah, let's just leave out Y for now. And I'm gonna say X. So I just wanna move left and right. That's the only like primary movement. So there we go. I'm pressing D right now. I stop pressing, it doesn't move. Press, it moves. Press A, it moves. I let go, it moves. So yeah, and then what we're gonna be doing today. We're also gonna be creating a board. Yeah. So I'm gonna create a new class. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make it a little bit different to other brick breaker tutorials you've seen out there. I'm just gonna create like a game object class. I'm just gonna go G object. Go object. That looks like a go. Yeah, let's go G object to represent game object. And yeah, so let me remove all the stuff, and then remove all the stuff from the tick method. And yeah, so G object, and I'm gonna say for now we're gonna make it abstract. For now we don't need to. I don't know how I'm gonna explain it. Abstract, yeah, abstract. And I'm gonna create int X and Y. I'm gonna protect them. I'm gonna say protected, and then I'll create a rectangle, not odd, red rectangle. Now we don't need a rectangle, but a rectangular bouncer. Yeah. So we're gonna have an x and a y for now. I'm gonna say g object, and then and then I'm gonna have we also need width and height. Width, height. I'm gonna spell this thing again. So and I'm gonna call this dimensions. I need to specify what type it is. And let's say this dot width equals to width, this dot height equals to height. Move this to a new line and then there. And then I'm gonna have abstract methods. I'm gonna call this update. Render. Take a graphics context. Then I have a black void tick. So yeah, make a public abstract. So yeah, let me get to explaining now. What an abstract class is basically a class that you cannot like create. Yeah, let me put this in the next video. Now let me get to the explanation. What an abstract class is. An abstract class is basically this is basically the when you say abstract, it means that you cannot create an object out of it. You can only create an object out of an inherited objects, inherited classes. So I cannot go and say I cannot go inside the init and then I say g object, and let's just say obj equals to new g object. I cannot do this. It's going to require these two methods because they're abstracts and they're not supported. So you cannot just create a abstract class of the go. So what we're going to do is, to use an abstract class, we're going to actually create the class we actually want to use the abstraction for. I might create a board or a paddle. I'm going to call it a board. You can call it whatever you want. I'm going to say extend a game object, and then implement all abstract methods, and I'm going to add the constructor. I'm going to call update. So basically, when you do class abstractions, basically to make your work easier, make your work easier when you're creating new game objects. Like since every single thing, like every single object inside your game is gonna have an x coordinate, a y coordinate, a width, and a height. Like a ball needs to have a width and a height. It also needs to have an x position and a y position. A board's gonna have an x position and a y position. Also as a brick. A brick will also have an x and a y position. So we just put it inside the main class, and then we're just gonna have to extend it. And then I do not need to include the x and the y position because it's already captured inside the super abstract class. And then why do we have abstract methods is because like maybe if we wanna say this class, we create a new class. Like when I create a new class and stuff, I don't want to say board. I do not want to refer to the board as a board. I just want to refer to the board as a game object. I can just simply call the render method, which is gonna go to the board's render method. because it inherits the method from the game object. Yeah, so that's with abstract methods. So that's what I hope I actually don't know how to explain abstraction for you. So yeah, so link down the description on polymorphism. Yeah, it's gonna explain how polymorphism works. Polymorphism, yeah, how it works in Java, and yeah, hopefully you can understand it from there. So yeah, so we created the abstract class. So we're gonna create a board today. So we created a board and stuff. The game manager. Shit, I'm rambling. So yeah, so we created the board and the game object and whatever. So right now we can just say, I can go here and inside the init, then I can do this. Say board. We'll call it board. Inside the init method, I can initialize it, say board equals to new board, and yeah, so I'm gonna go 260, 235 rather, 235. The y coordinate I want to go at maybe 550, with a width of 140 and a height of 15. So this is how you instantiate an abstract object. So you're gonna declare it as an abstract, as an object as it's a super abstract form, and then you're gonna declare it as a child, as its child. So this is basically the parent class, and this is the child. You're gonna declare it as a as a parent, and you're gonna instantiate it as a child. So now let me just add methods. I'm gonna say g c dot fill. Yeah, let me just set fill to black right now. Set up black color. Then gc dot fill rectangle xy width and height. So even though we haven't mentioned them, we haven't declared the variables inside this class, it's actually declared inside this class. So yeah, it's gonna pick them up from this class. Then let me create other methods like a method. I want to create more methods such as get with. Yeah, let me just do this real quick. If you're using NetBeans, you can actually insert code like getters and setters. I'm gonna I'm gonna insert code for anything. So get x, gonna create a method to return x, y, width, height. And if you don't have that, you can actually manually type it. I think on Eclipse you can also do that. It's just I don't know how to do it. And then here, the game minute. There. That's working. So I'm gonna call the board stick method dot tick, and then I'm gonna call the board's render method. Then I run it. There we go. We got our board. It's actually a little bit higher. Let me put it lower. No, in fact, let me just leave it there. And then I need to clear this. I need to clear the screen. Damn it. Why did I remove the screen clearing method? So clear 0. Why did I say O? and then I want to have a background. I'm going to say gc.fillScreen. Set fill to color dot. What color did I use? The aqua. Maybe aqua. Then gc dot fill rect 0 0 width and the height of the screen. So we're gonna have a nice blue background. So let me just go check from my previous thing which colors did I actually use. It's a game thread. I used dark. I said dark turquoise. So yeah, let's just set the color to that. Dark turquoise. Oh my goodness, no. Leave that black. And I'm gonna set the color of this one to dark turquoise. So the manager. Dark turquoise. And then what color did I set the board to be? Blanched diamond. Why did I choose such weird colors? Oh, it's because I was looking at the thing. I was looking at the color thingy over here. Yeah. And then I'm gonna set a round rect because I want it to look nicer. So round rect. I'm gonna set it as a round rectangle instead of a thingy. And I'm gonna say 25, 25 to make it look like a nice round rectangle. And yeah, there you go. I'm gonna add key input to make sure it moves left and right. So what I'm gonna do inside the check or inside the update method, I'm gonna say if we're gonna have a speed variable and speed equals to 3. Now let me set it inside the constructor. It's actually bad. It's a bad programming habit when you set stuff directly outside here, outside of anything. When you create global variables and instantiate them outside of any methods. So yeah, I'm gonna say speed equals to 3. Then we'll remove all of this there, and then I'm gonna say so the update method. I'm gonna say if brick breaker dot left. If we're moving left, we don't want to add the x plus speed. We're gonna decrease x by speed. And then if we're moving right, I'm gonna increase x by speed. And yeah, let's go now. Let's check it, and there we go. But we're still going. We're going too far. We're going outside of the canvas. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, limiting the whatever in the next video. So yes, peace. Please like, subscribe, and share.